Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo
Tournament because the meta was super exciting during that stage. It was like everyone picking these super high pace, interesting heroes at the start of the patch. Then people got used to like, come little dog, who's a good boy, who's a good boy, and then he gets smacked by a living rock with a tree. Also on bottom lane, Rupido, he looked like he was away, got hooked, it happens. Something happened, and right now I'm running the show as a one-man thing here. Scotty-licious though, and refill his bottle. Now Judy gets ran down. His offlane Razor isn't the best, I'm gonna be honest with that, but oh, what a play. That parry fire play, that was sick. I gotta say, that was sick. They do set up for a Warlock return kill. He was dead there anyhow, and they did press meta. Death Prophet getting silenced, getting stunned up, and a perfect hook. After that Grimstroke stun, the hook's always gonna be on point. Now the question is, do they have the damage for Rupido? Doesn't look like it as Lucify sacrifices himself, but a sacrifice it is, and Pudge obviously dives for those flash heaps. He's gonna go down. Grimstroke also just gonna die. He wishes he could teleport while leashed up by the Dream Coil. Flash heap, and then he's gonna max the hook when he has like 4-point rock, 2-point flash heap. Maybe he's gonna max flash heap if he wants to go for more early aggression, less of pick off, and like killing them one by one with their spread playstyle. But he is gonna kill them one way or another. 4 flash heaps. This has no kill potential against 20 armor on the Terrorblade. Look at how hard they're hitting T compared to how little damage they did Scotty-licious. Scotty-licious is LFT, by the way. I would totally pick this guy up if I was a manager. Night Stalker comes on in, realizes Razor is dead, but they want to clean up and they will get it with a kill on that puck. Now they have to get Scotty-licious. XY though. Oh boy. That's sad. Gone all in. Puck, of course, like we talked about, that's the reason why Pudge doesn't lane against the puck on mid. Pudge in a bit of trouble with the Warlock ultimate, but not before he gets himself another flash heap kill going his way. Rupido getting a lot of this fight dealt with, the other one being the Exorcism. Pudge getting a hook on the puck. Puck trying to get out of there again, but not gonna be able to. But look at Pudge. He runs down the puck, making sure he gets the flash heap kill. And now Tiny comes in with a 2-man avalanche, setting up for more. That is 1 more. That is 2 more. 3 for. Then again, while Pudge is one of my best heroes, I certainly don't play it in tournament games. And there is a lot of sources of damage that flash heap is really useful against. Tiny, they try to force tether break him, but it doesn't succeed, and that means he gets turned around with an avalanche toss tree. He is still gonna tick out to the fatal bonds on the Razor, but Razor, I think he does not mind sacrificing his Tiny for how big God is. It doesn't quite look that big, as you can see, but you should know that the smoke cloud, like, whenever the cloud is visible, it doesn't mean that out. Night Stalker ultimate committed. Nice Grimstroke ult leading to a 2-man silence, 2-man damage drain as well. Razor, he is just gonna die for that with all of that damage or without it. And Rupido with the Exorcism still doing huge work. Both of the supports died for XERXIA. They buy back the Warlock immediately too. And that's something Mistwalker, of course, can't exactly allow to happen. So Razor gonna try find a good initiation on Scotty-licious, who's gonna lose all of his damage very quickly. Is he gonna be allowed to get an ultimate up on the Terrorblade? If not, yeah, that's gonna be his Aegis down immediately. Now they can focus on Rupido, get rid of that Exorcism, which has been their main bane in these team fights. Night Stalker, he does get chain stunned up, not quite killed up just yet, but they do kill the Night. But 50% physical damage reduction may not be enough armor, depending on how long this goes. Night Stalker gets a perfect initiation onto 2. That is no Exorcism for the next fight. That is no Earth Spirit either. You can buy back 1 of them, but you can't buy back all 3. You can buy back 2 of them actually. But we'll take that fight on top, because there you have an inherent advantage, and they didn't get that advantage for themselves. They click down the Warlock without pressing Pudge ultimate, meaning Pudge has an ultimate available if he wants to press it. Presses it on the Earth Spirit, instead preventing him from doing anything. Now Judy being turned around on with a Terrorblade, with the Exorcism as well, and his teleport gets interrupted, but only a Razor so far for forcing this many buybacks. If Mistwalker, they just need to get out. Play careful and get out. Okay, time left on that Exorcism. They are gonna go for the Roche, and the Roche, they realize what's happening. Mistwalker are like, hey, you know the one thing that we can't, the one objective that we can't let the enemies get, Roshan? Let's try and defend that, and try it is, as that toss ends up not being enough damage. The Warlock does get sniped by the Nightstalk in the backlines, while Pudge is having a good 1v2 opportunity here, and he will catch the Nightstalk with a nice reunite play from XY. He's been using that blink to great effectiveness, and he almost has another one to ensure yet another kill for himself. He's opting Nullifier now. I would have preferred Skull Basher in this game, but Dota at such a high level, it's amazing to me. And I'd almost say he's underperforming for, you know, even losing games here in a league like this. But look at what he picked up. He is gonna be sitting at around 200 strength very, very soon. They're gonna try with initiation. Pudge misses the hook, but in comes the Nightstalk once again onto XY, making short work of that puck. The Grimstroke ultimate lasts long enough to kind of ruin the disengage. Boop. Down goes the tower. And they are gonna try to target the next tower, but with an initiation, Earthquake tries to slow that down. Skadilicious is getting in lots of damage from his Terror Blade. Lots of damage, at least until all of his damage is stolen. And now, yeah, look at this. Judy just runs at the Terror and goes like, hey, you want to man-fight me? But your anti-physical heroes left the Pudge alone, which means Pudge goes on down, and now the Razor goes on down. And the Nightstalker with the Aegis. That's kind of the issue with you guys. The game's stagnating for 3 minutes. After this meta is all about them fights. Was kind of unexpected to me, but at least we get to see. Instead of that, it's gonna be a big rotation in towards XERXIA. And Nightstalker, he just solo killed the enemy mid laner. Losing your mid laner to a position 2 Nightstalker is kind of awkward, because Skadilicious makes the mistake of walking into the Pudge instead. Pudge, oh no. They managed to counter the Thunder from the Terror Blade there. Chain silence up the Death Prophet. Run down the Lucify support once again. Earthbird, he has been the Sacrificial Lamb, and he has had good impact. But you can kind of see how XY with double damage rune just ruins his plans. Just push. You're still able to secure these towers quite conveniently. 27k gold lead, and it's still not GG, simply because XERXIA have a Terror Blade. They are gonna try, they will find a 4-man coil, they will fight into the 4-man coil, but with 3 BKBs it's more like a 1-man coil. And the 1-man, you actually could kill the Grimstroke. He did not get focused early enough. I think it's GG. Good game, well played, gets called here by XERXIA. They are playing with a standard as far as I understand it, so it kind of seems elementary. They are at a bit of a draft disadvantage, and it was a very 50-50 game, so I will always start out. You're still losing it in the same way that Void Spirit loses against Bat Rider, and oh, that's a Naga Siren. That's outlasting XY by quite a bit. That's impressive. Anyone able to outlast it, XY, has my respect. What is less impressive is Tiny just getting caught by Purely Loftus. I think it's definitely the way to play the hero. But we don't see that much Naga in general, so maybe for a good reason, as with a Maleficent plus 80 GPU for streaming, make sure it's the non-Titan version, as the Titan version isn't supported by OBS yet. You know who else isn't being supported yet? This Naga Siren. XXX or triple X. Doesn't matter if he's dead, really, does it? You could see him just like pathing back and forth because Dota is a buggy ass game. But yeah, Morph nowhere near the timing he'd like to be at. Well, Mistwalker once again fighting into this bottom lane. Teehee, this time around he does have abilities ready to actually have impact. And look at Naga Siren go ham. Tag team allowing, or be it like barely missing somebody outside of the edge. Enigma, He gets snared up. They're trying to kill him. Avalanche toss combo to get him away from the cold feet. Will save Judy's life. Nicely played. But now Judy has to get out from there as he's being chased by two heroes who are eagerly looking for him. Will find him. And Scally delicious. He's got himself a killing spree. Playing a very dangerous high pressure Naga and XY more like. He's tanky. It's gonna cost you so much space. It's gonna cost you so much resource. It's not gonna be worth it. Unless of course you do it like this. Kill off my boy Lucify first, so he doesn't get to have any fun. Then force Death Prophet to get himself away while the exorcism is activated. The killer just a second too late for Lucify to live. But now Razor has so much damage, mitigated a ton of exorcism damage too, and with the Dream Coil, they will find a 2-for-1 trade with double kill going towards the Razor. Gold lead now as XERXIA keep on farming, and Enigma, he did go for that early Rave Pack build, which is great for these drawn out team fights. Oh no. At least this time around Judy doesn't cancel the Black Hole himself. And with the BKB there's no way for Mistwalker to turn around just yet, but they will kill the Razor right after. Nicely done, a very important kill. Now do the same with the Nana. And apparently it's just gone. You know who else is gonna be gone? XY from the looks of it. But he does get rid of the cold feet. Snowball connecting in with the tag team. He is gonna die. That damage is gonna be enough. Judy now gets visioned on two-man anti-depression ultimate coming in. Is Judy dead? We are gonna keep his health. Just isn't enough against Riptide with 8 points one reduction and then added damage. Just to have more fun on that Naga. Night Stalker, he feels the pain. And Puck comes in with two-man Dream Call, killing off the Night Stalker instantly. Now Tiny gets gone on Dagon is there, and with the original ultimate, that's gonna be another kill. Triple X looking for that exorcism play. But that they just turn around. Black Hole gets cancelled by the Naga ultimate, and Naga, she has a long Aegis, is just able to play this hyper aggressively. Rupido, he goes on out and Naga doesn't even mind. Either you get the TP or you trade 3-for-1 or something like that. The only hero they have to give up for that here. And it was kind of the same thing here. But here they get rewarded for that laning stage. Here you get rewarded in the support's impact for having the position 1 suffer. And that I think is exactly the kind of game you need here. Upset the lanes, don't play them how they need to be. And then, yeah. Just snowball that everywhere at the same time. But we are this far pushed in. What's the enemy gonna do? He push, haha. Another anti-apparition ultimate perfectly on point. And now what is this Morph gonna do against Razor? Hopefully break the link in time to make it back, but no. Smoke now? Maybe a little too late. Yeah, they do still catch the Razor. And Razor forced to press BKB. He gets Black Hole. That's a one-man Black Hole. I guess it may be enough to set up a fight at this stage. But once that nighttime from the Nightstalk ultimate wears off, I can see XERXIA wanting to fight. Actually, they don't even wait for it to wear off. They don't even wait for the exorcism to wear off. They just send the Naga Illus at the exorcism Death Prophet, and the Death Prophet bites back. But without exorcism, they're still gonna be down. Lots of resources. Puck gets the kill on the Night Stalker as a two-man coil means Morphing gonna get stuck with his Arc Nemesis, the Naga Siren once again. Morph manages to get himself back for it now, but he is awfully low health now. Naga Siren accidentally ends up saving the life of Enigma, but just briefly, as that ultimate makes for guaranteed +1 kill. +1 kill, I say. Make that +2 kills as GG gets called. Yeah. I think Mistwalker, they put everything on that Morphling card, and then Morphling